Hi guys and welcome to Historically. Rock and roll has been the backbone of popular music for decades. It has given birth to some of the most iconic bands in history. For today's video, we will take a look at the top 10 greatest rock and roll bands of all time. From the pioneers of the genre to the modern day rock stars, these bands have influenced music and popular culture around the world. So, let's dive in. The Beatles were formed in Liverpool, England in 1960. The Beatles are one of the most famous bands of all time. Comprised of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. They became an international sensation with hits like I Want to Hold Your Hand and Hey Jude. The Beatles were famously turned down by Decca Records before being signed to EMI. And we're glad that they did. Look at what they became now. Led Zeppelin was formed in London, England, 1968. Led Zeppelin is known for their heavy blues rock and legendary live shows. With hits like Stairway to Heaven, Lotta Love, they became one of the best-selling bands in history. Led Zeppelin once rented out an entire floor of the Continental Hyatt House in Los Angeles, which became known as the Riot House due to the wild parties that took place there. The many-hit wonder band Queen was formed in London in 1917. Queen is known for their theatrical live shows and iconic frontman, Freddie Mercury, with hits like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Will Rock You. They have sold over 150 million records worldwide. The band's 1986 performance in Wembley Stadium for Live Aid is considered one of the greatest performances of all time. And Freddie Mercury is revered for the control he had over the crowd, with many artists even to this day paying tribute. The Rolling Stones was formed in London in 1962. The Rolling Stones are known for their blues-inspired rock and rebellious attitude. With hits like Satisfaction and Brown Sugar, they have sold over 250 million records worldwide. The band's name was inspired by a Muddy Waters song called Rolling Stone. You can hear their songs in the most iconic movie scenes of all time. Guns N' Roses was formed in Los Angeles, California in 1985. They're known for their hard rock sound and dramatic live shows. With hits like Sweet Child of Mine and Welcome to the Jungle, they sold over 100 million records worldwide. The band's debut album, Appetite for Destruction, is the best-selling debut album in US history. The infamous Pink Floyd. Every stoner's go-to band was formed in London, England in 1965. Pink Floyd is known for their psychedelic sound and concept albums. With hits like Another Brick in the Wall and Comfortably Numb, they have sold over 250 million records worldwide. Most of the themes in the songs are known to entice a philosophical way of thinking about mind-boggling social ideas and concepts. The band's album The Dark Side of the Moon spent a record-breaking 741 weeks on the Billboard 200 chart. Black Sabbath was formed in Birmingham, England in 1968. The band is often considered as one of the pioneers of heavy metal. Their sound, characterized by heavy riffs and dark lyrics, influenced countless musicians in the decades that followed. The band's name was inspired by a Boris Karloff movie called Black Sabbath. The indie band The Who was formed in London, England in 1964. The Who is known for their explosive live shows and innovative use of feedback and distortion. With hits like My Generation and Pinball Wizard, they have sold over 100 million records worldwide. AC/DC was formed in Sydney, Australia in 1973. They're known for their high-energy hard rock sound and electrifying live shows. With hits like Back in Black and Highway to Hell, they have sold over 200 million records worldwide. The band's original lead singer, Bon Scott, died in 1980 and was replaced by Brian Johnson. Nirvana formed in 1987 in Aberdeen, Washington, and consisted of Kurt Cobain, Chris Novoselic, and Dave Grohl. They are widely regarded as one of the most influential bands in the history of rock music. They helped to popularize the grunge movement in the early 1990s. Nirvana's breakthrough album, Nevermind, was released in 1991 and featured its singles such as Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, and Lithium. The album has sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments who do you want to see next and which bands is missing from this list. Have a nice one.